Episode 423. Australia launches Agentic AI Playbook for government.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI 6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Australia has just released technical guidance calling it a playbook for deploying agentic AI systems in government. Hello, and you're very welcome back to AI 6. If you're a new listener, you're very welcome. There's a huge back catalogue for you to catch up on. Or if you've been a long-time listener, thank you so much for staying with me. And I really hope that the daily dose of AI from me is helping you embrace the technology, and even more, I hope, that you're putting some of the learnings into action. The Australian Government's Digital Transformation Agency has published an Agentic AI addendum to its AI technical standard for Australian government agencies. It's a practical playbook for agentic AI, so those AI systems that act with a degree of autonomy to pursue goals with minimal human supervision. And it's designed specifically for use inside the Australian Public Service. The playbook runs to 32 pages, and it's the best piece of government guidance that I have seen specifically in relation to agentic AI. For the last number of years, the conversation around AI within government has been around tools and chatbots, but now it's about agentic AI. We're moving from asking a question, getting an answer, to getting AI to act on our behalf. So the DTA's answer is governance first, and there are 3 core ideas from the document that I want to share. Number 1, accountability always lands on a human. Agents can hold responsibilities, but a named human stays accountable for the decisions and the outcomes, even when those decisions are made autonomously across multiple steps and even across multiple agents. 2, keep a human on the loop. They set out 3 oversight models: human in the loop, where a person approves sensitive actions before they happen, think payments or mass notifications; human on the loop, where the system runs itself, but a person supervises it in real time and can step in; and human out of the loop, where you lean on periodic audits after the event. Their default is human on the loop, backed by transparent, auditable reasoning logs. In other words, the agent has to show it's working, how it's working, and where it got it wrong. And then governance throughout the whole life cycle. So they've included design, data, training, evaluation, integration, monitoring, and decommissioning. Every stage has agentic specific controls. And let me just give you a few of those. On memory, agents remember things, and the standard wants that memory governed and auditable. Define what gets stored, for how long and where it lives, and when it gets deleted. Protect it from leakage and from poisoning. And that's a privacy story as much as a security one. And it's the bit most teams forget about entirely when innovating. And then data. The DTA treats data readiness and data exfiltration as a hard gate. You do not progress past early design until data quality, governance, and security are confirmed. On design, give every agent a narrow scope and a unique identity, least privilege access only, and build in fail-safes, rollbacks, and kill switches from the start. The ability to stop an agent is treated as a design requirement and not an afterthought. And then on monitoring, they say we've got to watch for goal drift, watch for agents acting outside their scope, watch for tool misuse, and injection attacks. It also names real frameworks: LangChain, Crew AI, AutoGen. The playbook names the emerging interoperability protocols: MCP, A2A, ACP, and ANP. It even sketches out a reference architecture. So what should you do with this playbook if you're in the UK, in Ireland, or anywhere across the EU, in the United States or beyond? I think you should definitely read it, and I think you should, if you don't already have a playbook for your agentic AI within your own government agency, there's a lot to learn there. And then you've got to ask questions like, If we deployed an agent next month, who is accountable? Where is our control tower? And what is our kill switch? Because if you can't answer those questions, you're operating agentic AI at high risk within your organization and a potential risk of losing trust and also a reputation crisis that may go on longer than finding the agentic AI kill switch. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategies, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organization. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI 6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.